My girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10.
Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Set, ready, check, cover the engine. We ain't giving them nothing to cut. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. 64, 64, 64.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give, right side. Chamberlain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 2nd down now, Chamberlain. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
43.
On first down, Chamberlain. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. It's Flowers. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Exit. Easy. Here we go, D. Check 9.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And he's got his man on the out route. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here, game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big.
Brings up second and a yard at the Broncos' 34-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Now a give, right side. Flowers. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll run on first down. Chamberlain. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Yellow. Let's go, Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On first down, Chamberlain. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On second down, Chamberlain. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Going to give this time to the tailback. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They'll run on first down. It's Clark, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40.
It's a gain of 20, and the Broncos first down.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, we might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy
and he lost the football. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Hey, 43, 15.
On second down now, Chamberlain. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
I don't need to. Oh, ladies. I got you, 57. You go tight. Hey, rip with. Wow. Move. Mike, 51.
Mahomes now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Good one, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score a point,
and the Chiefs are going to get him. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Let's get off the field, D. Hey, check 20.
They'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
He'll drop to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
Now, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Yo,
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down, Chamberlain. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Josh Jackson on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Yellow. I've got blue, lady. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Yellow. Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Let's go. Mike 52.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard
Yellow.
line.
On second down now. It's Flowers. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Alert 3, alert. Color. Delta.
On first down, Chamberlain. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
First down, Denver.
Ready? Here we go, G. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Shift. Hayward. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Man out.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch the safety creep.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They'll keep it on the ground. Chamberlain. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Yellow, come on, Eddie. Attack. Go. Hey, check Mike 57.
Mahomes going to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Yellow, you get block me.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Chamberlain. He winds up getting only a couple there. Down to the 29.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Chamberlain. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, Chamberlain. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Parker unable to get that one.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
He's checking.
And a give this time to the tailback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
get off the field.
Out of the gun now on third down. Going up top. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Yellow, 480. I got you. Hey, Ridley. Yellow.
They'll keep it on the ground. Chamberlain. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Yellow. Hey, Ridley. Hey, check, Mike.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Yellow, 180. It's out time, guys. It's out time. Check, hot route. Hot.
On 3rd down, Flowers, room here to run. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Haynes. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football, it's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry. And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
He's not going to get me. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And it's caught by Parker. 23 yards on the play.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll run on 1st down. Chamberlain. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Broncos' 41-yard line.
I've got Lil A. Focus, defense, focus.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
56. Mike, 56 right there. 56.
He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Jennings. And incomplete on the deep ball. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Now a handoff looking right. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 39-yard line.
Ready? Right. Check back, right. Blue dead. Shoot.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 32.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his tight end Fant. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Nifty move.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll keep it on the ground. Chamberlain. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Wide, get wide.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
shift! Watch the shift! Attack! Hayward, double up!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Kill! Turn it up! Kill!
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
On first down, Chamberlain. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.